My name is Matthew. Welcome to Vetogenic IT Solution. Today we'll be dealing with how do you start your blogging? How do you start a mini site where you can blog? This tutorial is for mass communication students. As a student in Department of Mass Comm, in your 100 level, 200 level, 300 level, and 400 level before you graduate, you are all to know how to start blogging. In the sense that mass communication is all about communicating, it's all about passing information, reporting. So this morning we'll be going through a tutorial how to blog. As a mass communication student, you should be blogging. You should be practicing what you are taught in the classroom. You should be able to know how do you pass the information that you have at hand to the audience. If you are to work in the media tomorrow and you are being allocated to an IT department, what should you do? This tutorial for today is targeted at bridging the gap between departments of mass comm with ICT. And this morning we are going to do a brief tutorial on how we can start bridging the gap. This is a free tutorial, and if you want an advanced one to give you detail into how to perfect your blogging, how to market your blogging, and how to distribute your blogging, how to invite friends into blogging, and so many lots of stuff, you can register on our website www.vetogenic.com. Now we are going to start with wordpress.com. You're going to type on your address bar here, as you can see, www.wordpress.com. When you type and click enter, you see the screen. So on the screen we have create your new website for free. We have wordpress.com is the biggest place for your personal blogging or business site, and that's the truth. It's 75% of the population that are on site. They use content management system in building their sites, in building their work, kind of a system where you can update information daily, hourly, depends on what you're working on. It's perfect for a news site. You can also have a static and a dynamic site with CMS. We have so many of them, and now we are going to be treating strictly on the WordPress. What we are learning today is how to start blogging. If you want to know how to create a site using WordPress, you can also visit our website, which will be showed on the bottom of your screen. You can also visit us and we'll go through that. Now we have create your free blog. So you start. You will note that there's a difference between a free blog and a paid one. The difference is that when you are using a free blog, your host can advertise on your site whenever he or she likes. But when you are using a paid one, which means a paid domain, which is your own domain name, like for instance, if you are John and you decide to use John as a domain name, you just pay for a host and a space. So whatever blog you are blogging, you can blog endlessly. You have space to do whatever you want to do. It is branded with your name. But when you are using a free blog, the name is not branded with you, it's not branded with your host. For example, we are using WordPress. So our WordPress, we are going to be having there's what we call domain names extension, which is .com, .org.ng. Instead for you to have john.com, you're going to have john.wordpress.com. What are you going to be blogging about? Is it with family, business, service, education? We can start family, lifestyle, education, and organization. Let's go for education and organization. Now we have special education. We have higher education. We have homeschooling. Or let's start with special education. Note, you can choose any of the options. And here, this is what we call our theme. For those of us that use Android phone, you know what we call theme. So we also have theme once it comes to blogging, once it comes to your website. Now we have to choose any of this theme here. You choose any of this as your theme. Okay, because of our time, I'm going to I'll be choosing this one. Let me pick this. Okay, if you note here, step 3 or 5. Okay, now enter a domain or keyword. Which domain would you want to use? Like I want to use tutorial. It's going to run a search to make sure none other person has the same domain name so that it won't conflict. hello. So we have tutorial 25.wordpress.com, which is free. The reason why they added these numbers is because somebody have used tutorial.wordpress.com, so we are going to be using tutorial25.wordpress.com, which is free. Then you click, you follow instructions, you just follow the instruction as you click select. Okay, now you have free, premium and business. We will be using free. After going through this process, you are going to come to a page where you'll be required to log in. After registration, you are going to have a page like this requesting for your username and password. In this case, you are going to enter our username, which is tutorial, and I've saved the password before. Then remember, login. You can only use this remember radio button if you are using your system. Okay, now this is our dashboard, our WordPress dashboard. What we are learning today is how to start blogging. So this is our dashboard. Here we have the name you titled your blog. This is Retigenic tutorial. This is a plugin updates. Then this is either if you want to add a new post, new media, new page, new user. Now let's start with this dashboard, the left hand side menu. What we have our dashboard, which is this. You can see we have our home, we have updates. This updates relates to the theme and plugin that you have. And what are plugins? Plugins are the tools you use to facilitate your WordPress. They are like fuel to your car, or they are like oil to your car, what you use to spice up your blogging. Okay, now we are going to start. In starting blogging, there are things we need to do first. One, we need to create our pages. We'll click page, we'll click add new page. Now we're going to have a page where we write, okay, this page we're going to create about us, about us. Click publish. We'll come back and fill it with content. Now we are just going to start creating the pages about us. Now we're going to create another one. I'm going to add another new page. Which will title contact us. Contact us, then you publish. Okay, let's add another one more page. Then we can just title this one home. Then let's publish. If you notice, still publishing. Now it's published. Let's go to appearance. Now theme. We're going to change the look of our blog. How do we want our blog to be? Which kind of theme do we want to pick? We can decide to choose. Remember, we choose theme during our registration. We can also change our theme here too. If we don't like that one, we like this we are seeing, we can change it. And we can also look for free themes online. You either use the free one or you buy. Themes are cheap. You can get themes of $10. Now let's use this one. Let's click activate. Okay, now these are our theme. We have theme. There's what we call widgets. We are going to do this in our advanced class. Now we've gotten this theme. Let's view our site.